Hello guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Here in today's video, guys, we will be back playing Bloxburg on Roblox. As you can tell, I've played Bloxburg on my channel before. If you go check out my channel page, I did a couple videos on how to save up your money fast in Bloxburg and Blockbucks and stuff like that. So in today's video, we will be over the do's and don'ts with buying game passes in the game. Now from the title, you can tell that this will also be trying to save your Robux. So I will cover the game passes that are worth it and the game passes that aren't so worth it. Now, I have all the game passes but one. Let me just go show you here. I went to the store. I have Premium, I have Marvelous Mood, let me just see that again. I have Premium, I have Marvelous Mood, and I have Advanced Placing, I have Excellent Employee, I have Basements, I do not have Transform Plus, I have Large Plot, and I have Multiple Floors. Now the reason why I didn't get Transform Plus is because it's the most expensive in Game Pass at 600 Robux. I'd say it probably is worth it. And if I get enough Robux, I'm going to buy it. Just so I have bragging rights. Just so I can say, I'm just joking. But just so I can say that I have all Game Passes. But obviously, you don't, since this Game Pass costs 600 Robux, you don't want to go and buy it as soon as you hit 600 Robux. Because once you go buy it, you have 0 left. So, yeah, we're going to be basically going over, in today's video, we're going to be going over the Game Passes that are worth it and the Game Passes that aren't worth it. Now, these are all the Game Passes that are currently in the game. There was a 9th Game Pass that was removed, and that was called, I think, Unlock Stereo, I think. Anyways, basically just allowed you to be able to play music in your cars. Useful. But also, it was you were allowed to play, well, you weren't allowed to, but getting the Game Pass, you were able to play songs, the Roblox catalog, any you were able to that you wanted to, that Roblox had a code for, on Bloxburg. Now, some of these songs were copyrighted and were taken off, which is why the Game Pass was removed, because it just serves no purpose anymore. And what they did was they made it so that you could get refunded. I think that Game Pass did cost 600 Robux just like this one. I think that people got refunded like half the Robux, or they could choose to get 40,000 a month, choose to get 2,000 in Blockbucks. Now, if you are one of those people that still has a Game Pass and you don't want to have it anymore, I would recommend switching it into Bloxburg, because Bloxburg is definitely worth it. Wait, what? In the section down here, it says buy Blockbucks. Isn't it in the build mode? It's B-L-O-X, not B-L-O-C-K. I don't know. Comment down below. So, I guess enough chit-chat. Let's get right into the video. Just a quick stop at Lovely Lumber. Alright, so the very first Game Pass on our list today is the Premium Game Pass. And Premium does 4 things, I think. It, number 1, gives you a premium name tag. Now, since I'm playing on PlayStation, I can't type in chat, so it won't appear for me. But for other people, it will, show up. It will show up, above your name, or below your name tag. It'll show up, in red letters. Premium, in bold letters. Now, if I go to options here, It might show it. Okay, so name tag right here. I can change it to auto, premium, or none. So I have to set a premium, so it says that I have premium Game Pass, and that's the first thing that does. Now the second thing that premium Game Pass does is it halves the cost of your electricity bill. Well, the bills in the game don't go by electricity, they go by how much your plot's worth. But your bills that you have to pay it depends on how much your plot is worth, but it just halves the cost of your bills, which is really good in the long run. So, like, if you had this Game Pass for a year, and you were counting up all those savings, you would save a lot of money. The third thing that it does is premium also gives you double daily rewards. Now, doubling daily rewards means that whenever you load into the game, your daily rewards will be doubled, and like you'll get twice as much as somebody without premium will get, which earns you a lot of money and earns you a lot of Bloxburg. Fourth thing that having premium gives you is it gives you a trophy. Now the trophy, I do have it on a different plot, so I won't buy it right now, or I won't show you guys it right now. But it is basically just a small trophy with a big letter P in red. So that is the premium trophy, and that's pretty much everything to the premium Game Pass. Moving on to the second Game Pass. Marvelous Mood. Marvelous Mood just makes it so that your moods decrease slower. So, say for example, whenever you're working at Pizza Planet and you're delivering pizzas, if your moods are down, you only make about half the money that you would if you had all your moods at Marvelous. Now, if your moods were at Marvelous and they were great, then you will make double the amount of money that you would if you had 0 mood levels. But what this does is it doesn't make it so you have Marvelous Mood all the time. It just makes it so that your moods decrease slower. Now, I do believe that this Game Pass costs 300 Robux, possibly. I think it's 300. Anyways, moving on, that's pretty much everything that it does. Advanced placing. Now, advanced placing does come in handy. It is like, I would say advanced placing is probably the second best Game Pass in the game. It is a very useful Game Pass, and I'll show you what it does right now. Alright, so here I am back on my plot. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to show you what you can do with advanced placing. So if I can find pillars here, shouldn't be too hard, right there. So, here is a hack. If you don't have advanced placing, like, you know how people, like, they like to put pillars in the corner of their walls. Like, for example, this little cottage I have here, there's pillars in the corner of the wall. It looks like wall trim. It's really nice. It looks like vertical wall trim. But, like, say if you're somebody who, sorry for the drag on my controller. Say if you want to place a wall. I was going to place it there for the example. Does not want to place. Okay, so I need to click square. I need to click square for that to work. So you do that. Now, in order for this to work this way, you need to have advanced placing. Now, you see, since I have advanced placing, I can just do that. I can just place it right inside the wall and have no issues. But now, if I was to, let's say I go over here, you see this thing on the side of my screen here. It says toggle object collisions. You see how it has the dotted line? That makes it so that I can place pillars inside of walls or place anything inside of anything. If I click that and make it the solid line, let me try and do the same thing over again. Alright, so I come over here. I can't place it because now that I turned the object collisions off, I can't place it in there. But if you don't have advanced placing, you don't have the option to toggle that. So I'm just gonna, the drift on my controller is ridiculous. Can't handle the drift on this controller. So I'm just gonna toggle that back there for you. So now what else can you use it for? I know that you can just use it to make so you can do collisions. Oh, I know. So like, look, I'm gonna use the same wall. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it so that you have, or I'm gonna show you what you can do. So I'm gonna want to come into lighting. So this is what people without advanced placing are able to do. They're able to do that. Now, if I wanted to, oh, I can't do that because I'm on PS4. Yeah, the controls on this game are very, very glitchy. Because as you can see here, if I go into lighting, I click on this, it says standard placement. I can toggle that with Y. But that's for Xbox controls. This is on PlayStation. So I really hope that they can make it so you can do that on PlayStation. But basically, what you can do is you get the ability to custom place like fairy lights and lights, so you don't have to place them against a wall. Like you see, this wouldn't be possible without the advanced placing Game Pass. Moving on to the next one. And our fourth Game Pass of this video that we're going over is, can I find it here? Yes, I can. My bell just played automatically. And this Game Pass is Excellent Employee. Now, since I'm right next to my workplace here at Pizza Planet, if I go and hop on a delivery bike here, sorry about the noisy moped, but let me just focus on the bottom left hand corner of my screen. Just focus on how much I make off this. 1,637. Now I usually get about like 2,500 per pizza delivery. Now if my moods were up, I would get double the amount. But if I didn't have the Excellent Employee Game Pass, I would have only gotten about 700 bucks there. And with my moods all the way up, I would have only gotten about probably 1,500 with my moods up if I didn't have this Game Pass. So there's two Game Passes that are very beneficial for having this exact job. And one of them is Marvelous Mood because it keeps your mood up for longer. And the second one is having Excellent Employee. Because what it does is basically it makes you level up twice as fast in your work skill, and also gives you double the amount of money. It also doubles your wages. On to the next one. And number 5. Let's take this here. They want vanilla, a strawberry, and chocolate sauce. Vanilla, strawberry, and that's maple syrup, but okay. That's wrong. That's probably why. Anyways, enough talk about that. Back on here, our next Game Pass is the Basements Game Pass. The Basements Game Pass is the cheapest Game Pass at 100 Robux. Yes, it is worth it, and I would recommend it to people only if like 300 Robux, because once again, like I said at the beginning of this video, you don't want to go get a whole, like, you don't want to go get just enough Robux for it and then spend all of your on that one Game Pass. So, what the Basement's Game Pass does is it basically just allows you to build underground. That's all that it allows you to do. Pretty simple. It's a good Game Pass, and that's all I have to say about it. Moving on to number 6. Now, number 6 is Transform Plus. Now, personally, I've never gotten this Game Pass before. I'm gonna get it whenever I get enough Robux. But from what I heard, it is a pretty awesome Game Pass, although it is a ripoff at 600 Robux. I've heard nothing but good things about this Game Pass, other than its enormous ripoff price. But this Game Pass allows you basically to move items in any direction that you want. It doesn't matter if they're floating. This Game Pass will allow you to basically make an obby. So Bloxburg, if you get that Game Pass, that basically makes Bloxburg into Roblox Studio for you. Bloxburg is Roblox Studio, basically. Because you can build obbies with that, you can build, custom roofs, you can build lots of stuff. Now, like I said, I don't personally have the Game Pass, so I don't know exactly what it's like yet, but I will do a short video on that whenever I do get the Game Pass. Moving on to number 7. Now, number 7 is Large Plot. Now, I do have this Game Pass, and without this Game Pass, it basically, without having this Game Pass, it basically, makes, this Game Pass makes your plot way larger and doubles your plot data size. So you can have double the amount of stuff on your plot, and it won't corrupt. It won't corrupt your data because it will have double the amount of storage. I'm not saying that won't corrupt, but you have less chance of corrupting. But, okay, I just saw that tree grow. Anyways, what this Game Pass does is, without having this Game Pass, your plot is 30 squares by 30 squares. Now, having this Game Pass makes your plot be 50 squares by 50 squares. So it makes your plot bigger by about 40%. It's around 40%. I want to test out if I can hit the... Oh, you can ride the trees up. No way. Whee! That's funny. Anyways, that's pretty much all that Large Plot does. Moving on to the next one. Alright, so moving on to number 8. Yes, number 8. Our very last Game Pass of this video. I personally never done this job before, so this is new to me. So I do know that this is the worst paying job, so I probably shouldn't be doing this job, but I don't really care because I just want to do something to kill the time. Alright, so enough chatter about the work. The last Game Pass that we have to go over is multiple floors. Yes, this is so worth it. It's 300 Robux, or maybe it's 250. It allows you to build up to 5 floors tall. Now, if you buy this Game Pass, it does not allow you to build basements. Basements is its own separate Game Pass. But without this Game Pass, you will only be able to build 1-story houses, unless you have the Basements Game Pass, and you'll be able to build underground. But with this Game Pass, you're able to build 5 stories above ground, which is insane. That's basically all there is to this. That's pretty much all that there is to this Game Pass. So, yeah, let's go over which ones are worth it and which ones aren't. Alright, guys, so one more final thing to do before I end off this video. We do have to go over which Game Passes are best. So personally, it's no pressure, it's up to you. This is just my thoughts on it, it's my opinion. you don't have to go by that. That's just what I recommend. But coming over here, so we're going to say multiple floors. It's awesome in every way. It's totally worth it. I would say that is probably the first Game Pass that you should buy. That is a 10 out of 10. Large plot. It is pretty cheap. It's like the same price as multiple floors. It's a really good Game Pass. I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. Would be the first one I'd go for. Transform Plus. Definitely super expensive, but really worth it in the aftermath. I'd rate it probably a 7 out of 10. Basements. I would rate Basements a good... I would rate Basements probably a good 5, no, not 5, 8 out of 10, because it is a really good cheap Game Pass. Actually, you know what, make that 9 out of 10. It's a really good Game Pass because it allows you to build underground, and it's also really, really cheap, but not the first one that I'd buy. Next one, Excellent Employee. That one is awesome in every way, helps you level up your skills, and also makes you double at the end of the day. That is a 10 out of 10. Definitely go buy that second probably. Advanced Placing. It's 200 Robux. It's very cheap. It is a super good Game Pass in every way. I would rate that thing a 10 out of 10 and probably be the third thing that you want to buy. And Marvelous Mood. It's good, but you don't really get a whole lot for the amount of Robux that you pay for it. It's basically just a Game Pass to be able to say that you have them all, but at the end of the day, it does make your moods go down a lot slower, so it is very good for delivering pizzas at Pizza Planet. I would rate it a 7 out of 10. Now, Premium is very good. It has to cost your bills, gives you a trophy, and gives you a special name tag, and it also has to cost your bills. So, in the long run, after probably a year, you will notice that you have gained a lot of money and you've saved a lot of money. So it is a very good Game Pass. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you go subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I am now past 30 subscribers, which I want to thank you guys so much for. I'm now on the track to hitting 50 subscribers, which would be a massive milestone for me. If you enjoyed the video or you've learned anything from today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below your thoughts or suggestions, or any other topics that you want me to cover in Bloxburg, or any other video games that you want to play with me, or just your username if you want to join Bloxburg with me. Yeah guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video, and goodbye.
Hone your skills. Look, boy, you in the danger room.